All right, got a couple pencils nearby. This one is on circles. So non-dominant hand, and you're just going to fill the whole page up with circles. So I'm going to do my over grip. This whole page is just going to be circles. Breathing. You can have some music on that you like. So elements that we've already talked about. Size. So if you notice my piece, I'm doing basically all the same size. There's a default in us where we actually don't think about something different unless we're being invited. And so I'm going to start drawing little circles. And these are because we're using our non-dominant hand, they're supposed to be messy and not wobbly. If we would practice for the rest of our life, they would turn into something different. Nothing is perfect. Or there's a great story by that movie, The Last Samurai, with Tom Cruise. And he's studying with a samurai master who says, a life searching for the perfect cherry blossom is not a life wasted. And so you could say a life trying to create the perfect circle is a life not wasted. And at the very end of the movie, when he's dying and there's all these cherry blossoms falling in the sky, he says, they're all perfect. So size, small, what's the smallest circle you can draw is actually a dot. And now change your hands. So go back to your regular hand and draw some more circles. And let's do the over grip with that too. So now we're in our normal dominant hand. So the biggest circle then is something that goes all the way off the page. So that's my biggest circle, the dot's my smallest circle, and I'm going to try to get a variety of circles. Circles can overlap, they can be inside of each other. Breathing, soft belly drawing. Make sure you get to all the corners. You can spin your pencil while you're drawing it. You can hold it loosely. You can relax your body. This is a meditative side of the arts, right? Because all we're doing is these are just warm-up exercises. Okay, so we did size. Let's do pressure. So really heavy line work. And then let's do really light. What's the lightest? How light can you draw? Hardest thing for all artists. How do you get really light? So when we're drawing in our sketchbooks and we're going to be drawing things, the first thing you do is you start off super light. So you're not committing to your line, you're trying to slowly establish where everything is on your page. So get to all the corners. So let's do then some gradation work. So gradation work would be where a circle would start off, let's start off heavy and end light. Heavy and end light. Heavy and end light. Heavy and end light. And flip it around. Start light, end heavy. I have to think about that. Start light, end heavy. Start light, end heavy. Start light, end heavy. So try that on your own for a little bit. Breathing. Go back and forth even, see if you can do it. Now let's talk about direction. So you've probably been drawing these circles all the same direction, meaning you start and go a certain way. Do the opposite. So first become aware of how you're drawing it, and then do the opposite. Go the other direction. Variety of pressure, size, right? Remembering all all these things at one time. What's the other one in here? So going back and forth, going back and forth. Are you starting at the top of the circle? Can you start at the bottom of the circle? Can you start at the side of the circle? Can you start at the other side of the circle? What's that like? Bring that into your awareness. Get to all the corners. Make sure you visit everywhere. And now let's hook this up with breathing. So what we're going to do is stop for a moment. Let's trade hands. So take a deep breath and breathe out and draw one circle with that breath. Breathe in, breathe out, and as you breathe out, draw one circle. Breathe in, breathe out, draw the circle the other direction with the breath. Do that on your own for a little bit. So when you're breathing in, you're not drawing. You're just breathing out on the exhale. This helps you slow down and become more mindful, which is one of the more important essences of the arts. They help you become mindful. They're helping you train your mind. Okay, let's do the opposite. We're going to breathe in, drawing a circle. Breathe out, nothing. Breathe in, drawing a circle. Breathe out, nothing. Breathe in, drawing a circle. Change your pressure. Go heavier, lighter. So try that on your own. All the things that we've just learned. Direction, size, value. We can call the pressure, right? Call that value. We're actually playing around a little bit with composition. So a couple more pieces on this. And then stop. Turn your drawing around. Look at it. And add one more circle. Okay. On your own, you're going to do two more drawings. One is about triangles. And the other one is squares or rectangles. So one is about triangles. Triangles are going to be, they're going to be about size, right? Everything size. They're going to be about value, pressure. They're going to be about gradation, light, dark, dark, darkest. They're going to be about direction, even the direction of the triangle. How are the different triangles? Can you point them in different directions? And squares are, you know, same things, right? We've got value, which is pressure. How light can you draw? How heavy can you draw? We've got value going gradation. So light, heavier, heaviest, heaviest. So you're going to do two drawings on papers. One's triangles, one's rectangles and squares. So here's the homework, which is to draw. You're going to draw two of three of these. So it's either a house made from circles, an imaginary animal from triangles, or a tree from squares and rectangles. And the first thing I want you to do is to lightly draw a frame around your drawing and then draw inside of that. You can ruler this to make it nice and clean, or you can just draw it lightly, but you want to do a border around it. Okay, have fun.